Alright everybody, it's Saturday, December 29th, 8:36 in the morning. I'm at work. I'm just going to play some chess, make some moves before I go in and start. It's rather interesting. So yeah, let me show you what I'm thinking about here. Alright, let's just say, I'm going to make silly moves just to show, whites. So, let's say that. Alright. This, oops. Oh no, I can't do it. That's right, I need the black bishop. Oh well, then that's a bit of a mistake. I'll work with it. I thought, when I was thinking about it before, I'm like, I think I need the black bishop, and then I thought I could do it. Excuse me, I was mistaken. Ah, that was a big blunder. Let me show you why that's a big blunder. I'm gonna lose this game anyway. See, now I can do this, and I can't save it. Oh well. Whoops. That was that same game. I really would hate to go back to where I came from. That seems to be the best move. Interestingly, I could try to get the queens off the board right now with a move like this. I'm not going to do that just yet. Or perhaps at all. I'm actually glad he did that pawn. What he should have done was the A pawn. The pawn at A7, he should have pushed to A6. Because his bishop is stronger at A7 because it maintains pressure on the F7, on what would that be, the F2 square for white. No, excuse me. I'm sorry, I have my notation backwards, excuse me. No, I was right. A, so A, B, C, D. Yeah, F2. The F2 square, the pawn there would maintain that pressure on that pawn, so his bishop, dark square bishop would remain, keep pressure there, and his queen would keep pressure there. But now he's going to do something like this, and that really diminishes the effectiveness of that dark squared bishop. It's much stronger. Here, let me just... I'm not going to take it just to show you. Let's say I castle. Alright, see, it's much stronger here. When it's here, it maintains pressure on this pawn here at F2. So say I do something like this. Let's see, I'm gonna ignore that again. So say I do that. He has a devastating check. And wins the rook. Gives check again. So it's just it gets nastier and nastier. Check. It has to come here. Checkmate. So maintaining pressure on that pawn was critical, and he failed to do that. I'm going to do something pretty bold here. I'm considering castling queenside. The only problem with castling queenside is I lose that pawn there. I can come back here. He doesn't have the fork because I have it with the pawn or I have it with the bishop. I'd most likely take with the bishop. So taking with the pawn, the problem there is now I have stacked pawns on the c file. See, the other problem is I don't have time to castle kingside, because see, I try to do this in preparation to castle kingside. He attacks, forks, and wins the rook. Now you say, okay, we'll defend that square with this rook. Well, he's going to capture that pawn anyway and pressure the rook. So why not just castle and take that loss on that pawn? I'm going to take some time and annoy him with my rook here, push his bishop around, because he still needs 2 tempo to castle. Alright, I'm going to ignore the on-pre bishop just to show you 1 tempo. I would castle 2 tempo, so technically I guess it requires 3. On the 3rd tempo, he could castle kingside. So it requires 2 tempo for him to develop the opportunity to castle. It would be the best way to put it, I suppose. Okay, see, now the problem here is if I start to try to chase this pawn, I do develop a passed pawn, but he would probably just start pushing this pawn. This actually still works out for me. Alright, I'm going to give it a try. Not my favorite. I would have liked to have my light squared bishop fianchettoed there at b7. It's an interesting situation here. Alright, let's see here. See, the problem with this is there's no saying he's going to do that. Even if he does, it's an even exchange down. Alright, so the plan we had for this was this. I was anticipating that. So now if we exchange queens, that's still fairly comfortable for me. I mean, he could try something like this, but that won't really work out to his favor. Wow, that couldn't have worked out any better for me. So that's actually a skewer on the rook through the queen at g7, targeting, of course, the rook at h8. Now my bishop's doing the skewer, and my bishop's supported by my queen. Excellent. I do believe I see what he's preparing. But I can counter that. Okay, I was expecting something like that. This will momentarily pin the knight against the king, as I plan to push the king further to g3. Okay, that's interesting. That does allow me to I'm going to lead with the rook, win that pawn. Okay, prepare to fianchetto with the dark squared bishop. And we talked about that, that's a shame. Alright, I gotta head in and start work. Later, guys.